at the guitar, but I can play one little thing. You ready? Give me a second. Here we go. I'm not very good. Alright? But I try. Hey, my name's Pete Cole. My middle name is Makes. Okay, I used to help Mr. Barnett teach how rocks and stuff are made, like fossil fuel stuff, not rocks. I used to help Mr. Barnett back when he was a teacher in elementary school. Had to teach how fossil fuels are made. That's how they're made, right? Pete. That's a plant. My first name just happens to be Pete, and then Pete makes, right? Coal. Well, coal is a fossil fuel. Peat is a plant. And the plant, peat, makes coal the fossil fuel. Get it? I feel like I'm teaching again and you just don't get it. Anyways, all right, so he asked me if I could help out a little bit. I play the guitar a little. I'm better at the drums. But personally, I like to put the mic in front of my face and do some singing, but I'm not going to do that today. Okay? All right, I'm going to do Somebody Done Did number 1 through 4, so I guess I'm going to start at number 5. It says, solve and graph the solution to 7x plus 85 is greater than or equal to 505. All right, then. So I know from a long time ago, my teacher taught me that I should draw a line to split up the two sides. Sometimes she would say it's because it was a wall and the X wanted to send everybody to the other side because it wanted to be alone. Then some other times she would say it's because it's like a balance or a scale or whatever in science, and you always want to keep it balanced. All right, so here we go. So we're going to send that positive 85 or plus 85 to the other side by subtracting 85. We want it to be 0. I know you got to do it twice, so you got to do it on both sides. Minus 85, so this is 0 over here, right? Now it's 7x greater than or equal to 505 minus 85. I think that's 20. That's 20. 420. 420. So now I know that 7x, that just means 7 times something. 7 times something. That's what it means. Alright? So 7 times something. We're going to do the opposite to find out 7 times what equals 420. Alright? Alright, so what's the opposite of multiplying by 7? Dividing by 7. Divided by 7. Divided by 7. Okay, I'm going to move this down a little bit so I can see better. These glasses don't work very good. Oh, I'm getting old. All right, sorry. Here we go. So x is greater than or equal to 42 divided by 7 is 6. And then there's just that 0 on the end. So x is greater than or equal to 60. So now we got to graph it. I'm going to just put 60 right there. I'm not going to add anything else to it. So is it equal to 60? Yeah. X is greater than or equal to 60. So it is equal. So I'm going to put a dot right there. I got me some technology over here going off. I know. It's rude, right? I know. Happens to me all the time when I'm on stage singing. I don't know. People can't turn their stuff off. Probably happens in the classroom too. Anyway, so X is greater than or equal to 60. We're going to go. It's equal, but it's also everything greater. All right. What is this? Huh? That looks long. All right. Is this the same thing? All right, I don't know. I'm going to read number 6 here. We're going to see if we can figure this out. Elizabeth saved $2,500 to take a bus trip from Texas to New York. She estimated her expenses to be $50 a day. The cost of the plane to fly back home was $250. The inequality below can be used to find the maximum number of days for which Elizabeth can pay the expenses on the bus trip. Write the inequality that expresses the maximum number of days Elizabeth can pay the expenses for her bus trip. All right. Here's the problem with this problem. It's a problem. that says the same thing again in the problem. The inequality below can be used to find the maximum number of days. Then below that it says, write the inequality that expresses the maximum number of days. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to solve this inequality. Okay? All right, so I'm going to rewrite it. 50 days plus 250 is less than or equal to 2,500. And that's money. That's dollars. Dollar bills, y'all. All right, so we're going to draw that line down that middle there, down that inequality sign, split up the two sides. That D wants to be all by itself. We're trying to find out how many days that is. So that the constant is the plus 250, so we're going to do the inverse. That means the opposite. I'm pretty smart. I wrote a song about inverse. You want to hear it? Here it goes. No, I ain't kidding. Oh, I am kidding. I'm not going to sing that song. So we're going to do minus 250 on both sides. Both sides. There we go. 50. So now over here on the left, we got 50D, right, is less than or equal to 2,500 minus 250 is 2,250. All right. So let's keep rolling. I wonder if I can move that thing right there so y'all can see what I'm actually doing instead of looking at that stupid dude in the picture. All right, there we go. All right, so let's keep going. We got 50 times something is less than or equal to 2,250. We're just going to do the inverse, meaning the opposite. What's the opposite of multiplying by 50? Dividing by 50. Dividing by 50. So D is going to be less than or equal to something. We're going to write it right over here. I'm going to take those zeros off. I'm just going to do 225 divided by 5. So we got 4. 45. That's a long time. There we go. All right, D, the number of days, is less than or equal to 45. That's a really long trip. Yeah. All right. Next page, we're going to go to number 7. All right, here we go. Now we're rolling. We be rolling. Hey, and that's a song, too. I did not write that song. You know who I'm friends with, though? JT. You know who JT is? Yeah, that's the old Timberlake. And TB. TB. Yeah, he's going to win tomorrow, by the way. Found my Tom Brady socks. Number 7. What is the value of x if x divided by 7? Oh, no. Is that a fraction? No, it's not a fraction. It's just division, man. All it means is to divide that. I'm just going to put a dot right there and a dot right there. There. X divided by 7 plus 10. All right, so I'm going to draw a line down there so we can separate the two. We got to keep it balanced, right? All right. So we're going to get rid of the constant first. The constant is plus 10. We're going to do the opposite. Minus 10, both sides. Now we got x divided by 7 is equal to 35 minus 10 is 25. Now we're going to stay on that variable side, right? We're going to look at that. We're going to think that's x divided by 7. Let's do the opposite. What's the opposite of dividing by 7? We're going to multiply by 7. Multiply by 7. Both sides, right? Both sides. Multiply by 7. All right, so you already know that this right here is just going to be 7x over 7, which just equals 1x, right? So all we're going to put is x equals 25 by 7, 7 quarters, right? Well, 8 quarters is $2, 7 quarters is $1.75. So 25 times 7 got to equal 175. All right? All right. Well, I'm getting pretty good at this right here. I may have to go back to the class and start teaching again and stop hanging out and singing and playing music and having fun, because this ain't fun. I'm just trying to be nice to old Jason, Mr. Bonnet, anyway. All right, number 8. What is the solution to the inequality? It's the last one I'm going to do, okay? My brain is just strained too much. All right, then. What is the solution to the inequality? All right, I'm going to draw that line right down there. If you get in that habit, boy, it'll get you going. Draw that line. There we go. I'm going to draw that line because it just gets your brain clicking, thinking, oh, hey, what's that? Well, it's a line. I don't know. Then you start thinking about it. All right, so what wants to be by itself? That Y right there wants to be by itself. Had a bad day. Leave me alone. Wants to sing the blues by himself. All right, so the constant is minus 14, so we're going to send that away, doing the inverse. Both sides. Got to write it down twice. There we go, minus 14, positive 14. So now on this left side, all we got left is that right there. 14y is less than or equal to 14 plus 14 is 28. So what does this mean right here? For some of you that are still struggling, I understand. It means 14 times, that's what this right here means. 14 times what is less than or equal to 28. That's it. That's it. That's all it means. Let's not overcomplicate things here. Life is already hard enough. There you go. Let's not make it more difficult. All right, so we already know 14 times what equals 28? It's 2. But just for practice purposes, always do the opposite. We're going to divide by 14. Divide by 14. And y is less than or equal to 28 divided by 14, which is 2. There we go. All right, tell you what, not too shabby. All right, y'all ready for this? I'm going to sing solo, okay? When you take a test, just do your best. That's it. I just made that up. I wrote it. All right, y'all be good now. Take care or something. Eat snacks, healthy snacks.